Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please, so we can begin the ceremony. My name is Jean Wyden, Associate Dean, School of Continuing and Professional Studies. I draw your attention to the processional that will be led by faculty and members of the Dean's Party from Loyola's School of Communication and the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. President Rooney, Provost Callahan, officers of the university, guests of honor, members of the faculty and administration, candidates for graduation, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 148th Annual Commencement of Loyola University Chicago and the second combined ceremony for the School of Communication and the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. Will everyone please stand as the Loyola Wind Ensemble plays the national anthem? We ask that you remain standing until the invocation has been given. It is now my privilege to present Sister Jean Dolores Schmidt, BVM, who will give the invocation.
Good and gracious God, as we gather here today, we celebrate the graduation of our loved ones from the School of Communication and the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. The students of these two schools have worked ardently during their years at Loyola University, and they have appreciated their Jesuit education and understand how fortunate they have been to be transformed by this type of education. They also appreciate the cooperation and support of their families and friends. God, as these men and women from the School of Continuing and Professional Studies remain in their current positions or in new assignments, they will add and be an asset to their workplace. For the students from the School of Communication, as they remain in their current internship positions, or if they will be in a new position, they too will be an asset in their workplace. We ask you, O God, to assist all of these students as they enter this new phase of their life's journey. Protect them as they walk along the way to better themselves and others. And may they influence their colleagues to appreciate the talents which God has gifted to them, and that they will do all for your honor and glory. Amen. Amen. And go Ramblers.
I am honored to introduce Dr. Joanne Rooney, President, Loyola University Chicago, who will offer a few words of welcome.
Good afternoon. Please be seated. again, good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the students, faculty, staff, and trustees of Loyola University Chicago, and our worldwide network of alumni, family, and friends, I welcome the School of Communications and the School of Continuing and Professional Studies, graduates, families, and loved ones to this 148th university commencement. This is an exciting day. It is one of those rites of passage steeped in history that marks a clear dividing line, an ending, but also a beginning. A new chapter, a new book, a new adventure, a new vocation. A beginning, a commencement. It is now my pleasure to present Dr. Don Hyder, Dean of the School of Communication.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to our commencement for Loyola's School of Communication and the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. Today we're here to celebrate a huge accomplishment for each and every one of you, the completion of many hours and days and years of hard work and determination. Join me in congratulating all of our graduates for their hard work and perseverance. Some of the people that helped you along the way are here with us. Join me in thanking our remarkable faculty. Also here on stage and out there are the staff of the schools, without whom none of us would be here today. So please join me in thanking them as well for their hard work and dedication to our students. I also want to recognize some others who made all of this possible. If you're the parent or the grandparent or the aunt or uncle or son or daughter or loved one of one of our graduates, please stand now and be recognized for all the love and support you've given. I want to quickly thank the folks at Special Events and in the Provost's office for their help in making today possible. And I want to thank all the marshals and volunteers who are helping with today's ceremony. Thank you very much. Our goal has been to teach you a few timeless values while you're here. A commitment to excellence, how to communicate ethically, how to give voice to the voiceless, how to help those who are in need. In many ways, Jesuit education is more about values than it ever is about facts or figures or dates or equations. It's about helping you find your own values and apply those to your life and to the world. So as you go out into the world, please stay in touch with us. Connect with myself or Walter or your favorite faculty member through LinkedIn or your favorite social media. We want to help you as you go out in the world, and we also want to follow you and your success. St. Ignatius wrote, "One rare and exceptional deed is worth far more than 1,000 commonplace ones." It's time now for each and every one of you to go out and accomplish your own exceptional deed. Thank you.
It is now my honor to present Dr. Walter Pearson, Dean of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies.
Welcome to this celebration of achievement. The poet Mary Oliver ends one of her poems with this question: tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? You've answered that question by your presence at this passage today. Today is a celebration of burning the midnight oil, of evening meals with the family missed in order to get to class, of showing children that hard work is required to achieve. Today is a celebration of struggling through perplexity, confusion, and doubt, of making connections, of arriving at new understandings. Today is a celebration of enduring the ribbing about needing to study, of not giving in when you wondered if it was worth it, of being immensely, quietly proud. Today is a celebration.
With pleasure, I present Michael Anthony Martínez of the Society of Jesus, candidate for the degree of Master of Communication in Digital Media and Storytelling, who will offer some remarks on behalf of the entire student community of the School of Communication.
Good afternoon, President Rooney, officers of the university, guests of honor, members of the faculty and administration, ushers, the workers that built our stage and laid these seats, family, friends, fellow classmates, and candidates for graduation. My heart is humbled and grateful to be with you on this most joyous day. For it is by the grace of God and through the support of so many in these very seats here, those family members and friends present, those we remember, those we hold in our hearts, that we have made it to this most coveted and sacred date of May 10th, 2018, our graduation date. I want to begin by addressing the most important person in this room today, my mom. And as I call her, Mama, te quiero y sé que todas las enseñanzas que tú me has dado y todo el amor que tú me has dado, estoy aquí hoy por eso. I said, thank you. And I love you because your teachings and your love have gotten me here to this point today. Rick, thank you for your unconditional support and love. And to my family that's here from Miami, a bunch of Cubans that came in with nothing but the clothes on their backs when they came to this country. I love you. Now, I'll tell you up front, I'm not here to give advice. I'm not here to speak in abstractions or generalities or great universals. I'm not here to tell you about the mantras of educational success here at Loyola or the slogans of hard work in and out of the classroom. I'm not here to throw around some buzzwords, social justice, social transformation, liberation. Those are important things, don't get me wrong. Trust me, I dedicated my life to it. But sometimes we can lose the meaning of those terms unless they're grounded in particulars, in concrete stories, intangible realities. Today, I want to try an experiment with all the persons sitting here in this arena. As the future content creators, advertisers, film directors, communication strategists, I want to go back to the basics. What we've done around the campfires for centuries. I want to tell you a story and demonstrate the power that it can have on us right now. Yes, I'm a Jesuit. You see the collar. Some know me as a rapping Jesuit. But I'm not here to speak about myself. I'm here to tell you a story of a man whose name is Nate. Nate is a 17-year-old boy, a 17-year-old man who's an incarcerated youth. He's been incarcerated. Now he's out, thanks be to God. And I want to tell you real quickly how I got to know Nate. So I do ministry on the South Side at a restorative justice center. And one of the things that we do there is music. I love hip hop. I'm a hip hop head. And we make music together and we tell stories together. Yeah. And I'll tell you this, Nate is one of the most authentic, real individuals I've ever met. We have one rule in our lab, okay? And we're not censoring bad words. We're not here to curate content. We want authenticity and truth in our booths and through our music. But the one rule is we are not here to promote violence through our music. We want to promote peace and justice. And one afternoon, Nate got in the booth, started freestyling, one of the best freestyle artists I've ever seen. I was sound engineering. He was excited. And I heard him rap about something. He started talking about shooting his enemies. He started painting this very ugly picture about what he would do to the opposing gang members. He was the rap king. He started painting something so disturbing. And he broke the rules of our lab. So I stopped the instrumental. And I said, Nate, how many times do we have to go through this? We are not here to promote violence. You just killed 2 or 3 people on your track. I was upset, and he could hear it in my voice. I asked Nate, do you see anything weird about what you're rapping about at a restorative justice center for peace and justice? He looked at me, angry and sad. He said, Michael, I don't know peace. I don't know justice. Why am I going to rap about something I don't know? I was caught off guard by the question. I had no answer. I stopped for a moment, and I just gazed into his eyes in silence. I didn't know what to respond. But today, Nate, I want to give you a response. I want to give you a response to that question. I want to correct my silence, the silence that many times the media has had. I want to offer a small bit of reparation for the harm done. Nate, you're right. You don't know peace. You don't know justice. But that's why we're here in this studio today. That's why we're all seated right here. So that people like you, Nate, can taste a little bit of peace, can taste a little bit of justice in this world. And when you walk in through those doors, you're not being labeled as a criminal or a gang member. Do you feel me on that? Fellow graduates, we are here to communicate something. This is a school of communication. We must communicate that all the Nates of this world never again say, I do not know peace, I do not know justice. This is the power of communication, the power of the spoken word, the art of music, the creative process, all that the power of communications has to liberate, to heal, to restore, to right relationship with ourselves and one another. And may the stories we tell and share digitally, may they be a means of physical proximity and encounter. May they not be distractions, but may they allow us to go deeper into the truth, deeper into reality. For we are not here to commercialize human suffering. We are here to accompany it. We are here to live it, to experience it, and to share the world what we must do. And I want you to take a look around at this room. The possibilities that exist. The possibilities that exist for change and for ourselves. And I'll conclude with this. So one of the things I do is I write poetry. I also do some spoken word. And I'd like to leave us with a poem. It's called Open Hands, and it means a lot to me. And I'd like to share it with you today. When I go to sleep at night, I examine my hands. I make sure they are empty. For this means I have given it all in my day. When I wake up in the morning, I examine my hands. I make sure they are empty. For this means I am ready to receive it all in my day. When I follow God, and when I follow a higher purpose than myself, and if I graduate from Loyola, Chicago, I examine my hands. I make sure they are empty and bear the wounds of those who labor and work for a more just world. For now giving and receiving have become one. May we walk on that stage with open hands, knowing that our degree is in the hands of all those Nates of the world. Peace and purpose.
With pleasure, I present Justin Howard Gunn, candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Pastoral Leadership, who will offer some remarks on behalf of the entire student community of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies.
I cannot be more thankful for the encouragement I received on this journey. Coming back to school as not only an adult, but as a husband and father was not easy, and the tremendous support made all the difference. A special kudo goes out to my wife who had to deal with me during finals each semester. To give you a little background about how I viewed college growing up, you need to know my parents both have graduate degrees and achieved success in their respective industries. I was given experiences of travel, great schools, and because of them, I was afforded a broader perspective of the world. However, I didn't know what I had, and at 18, I squandered my first collegiate run in Atlanta, spending my time partying and playing countless hours of Mario Kart instead of taking care of business. It was a lot of fun, but I now know that I took a tremendous opportunity for granted. I am not the only one here today who took a break from college. Looking at my classmates, many were unable to complete their degrees because of pressing family obligations, taking care of kids or parents, responding to calls to serve our country, or because they seized professional opportunities elsewhere. Despite the differences in each of our situations, I found we had support from those who believed in us while we figured out where we were going. Leaving after 1 year, my mom showed me profound love by letting me move back home with a $30,000 bill and a GameCube, and she let me keep the GameCube. Frustrated but patient, my mom gave me the space to find myself. Regardless of the circumstances, we all had something or someone calling us back to complete this journey we started so long ago. Just before my 21st birthday, I got a full-time job and moved out on my own. After a few years, I had a wife, a home, new cars. I felt like we were living the dream. But professionally, I hit a glass ceiling. I came to learn that hard work alone does not always pay off, no matter how good at a job you are. After years of thriving at the same company, a good friend and coworker told me that with my strong performance, I would have been promoted years ago, if only I weren't Black. Unable to process her brutal honesty, I stayed there for 2 more years, continually improving my results. However, I never even got an interview to even train for the next level. Eventually, I knew something had to change. This was the moment I decided to return to school. In 2015, I started my associate's degree, approaching my homework like a job. Remember that year in Atlanta? I had a big hole to dig myself out of if I wanted a bachelor's from a prestigious university. However, after my first semester, my perspective changed. I still wanted the grades, but more importantly, I needed more. I started taking courses with a purpose, working towards something useful, not merely a credential. A year later, I graduated with my associates and chose Loyola because the faculty and staff made me feel comfortable from the very beginning. I knew here I would be able to achieve my goals, academic success, and more importantly, patience and social understanding. We each have our own glass ceilings that appear for different reasons, but still, we made it here today. Our presence in this room proves that we were successful in our attempt to break through. Our experiences, the development of camaraderie, respect, admiration, the occasional rivalry, and of course encountering people who took the time to have hard conversations. All of these things have been pushing us towards this moment. Today, with the conferral of our degrees, we have more opportunities than we did yesterday. Let us be mindful of how we can further our society and help those who are stifled due to matters beyond their control. For those of us in positions of power, whose decisions impact others, who hire, use your new platform to open doors to people who would hide their true identities. Listen and empathize with the marginalized. Pay a fair wage. Remember the people who supported you and support others. Every day we are presented with opportunities to break our glass ceilings. Our degrees are not just credentials. They are our weapons in our fight for justice, our lens through which we gauge the world today. Family and friends, know that your investment has paid off, even if another school got a bunch of your money years ago. My fellow students, when you cross the stage today, remember that although our experiences are sometimes tragic, other times they are beautiful, and they always provide the chance to learn. For that, we should be thankful. Today, as we celebrate a milestone, remember why you enrolled and be grateful for the journey that led you to this point. Remember what you wanted to see different in your world. Give thanks for the faculty and staff while remembering what problems you came here to solve. Your degree calls you to be the change you want to see in the world. Demonstrate your passion. Be of consequence. Be Loyola. I love you all.
I am pleased to introduce Dean Hyder, who will present the candidates for master's degrees in the School of Communication. Dean Hyder will make his recommendations to President Rooney, and she in turn will confer the degrees. I would like to invite Dr. Rooney and Dean Hyder to the podium.
Will the candidates for master's degrees please rise? President Rooney, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degrees of Master of Communication in Digital Media and Storytelling and Master of Science in Global Strategic Communication. The candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for their degrees, and I recommend that the degrees be conferred upon them.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean of the School of Communication and its faculty, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago by the state of Illinois, and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of this university, I confer upon you the master's degrees for which you have been recommended. As a sign of your new academic status, please don your hoods. And congratulations, graduates.
The candidates for all master's degrees will now come forward by degree group as directed by marshals to be recognized by name. Lauren Sanchez, Assistant Dean in the School of Communication, will read the names of the candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats and hold your applause until the end of each degree group. Guests are not permitted to approach the stage to take photographs. Thank you for your cooperation.
Receiving the Master of Communication degree in Digital Media and Storytelling, Julius Burchett, Wencha Chen, Jeffrey Chow, Tyler Hughes, Aaron Law, Margaret Lee, Megan McKinley, Michael Martinez, Cameron Sarr, Nadine Saradine, Alexander Sharon. Congratulations, graduates. Receiving the Master of Science degree in Global Strategic Communication, Hiba Abdullahi, Julia Inau, Melise Mayhop, Devin Nance, Ula Salus, Amkar Todker. Congratulations, graduates.
The candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Communication will now be presented. Dean Hyder will make his recommendations to President Rooney, and she in turn will confer the bachelor's degrees. I would like to invite Dr. Rooney and Dean Hyder back to the podium.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees from the School of Communication please rise? President Rooney, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts. The candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for the degrees, and I recommend that the degrees be conferred upon them.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean of the School of Communication and its faculty, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago by the state of Illinois, and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of this university, I confer upon you the bachelor's degrees for which you have been recommended. As a sign of your new academic status, please turn your tassels from the right side to the left side. And congratulations, graduates.
The candidates for all bachelor's degrees from the School of Communication will now come forward as directed by marshals to be recognized by name. Lauren Sanchez will read the names of the candidates. Candidates who have not yet been taken out of their rows may be seated again. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats and hold your applause until each degree group has been recognized. Thank you.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Advertising and Public Relations, Kalani Ames. Madeline Alfiero, magna cum laude. Aaron Allen. Catherine Angert. Taylor Arnold, cum laude. Christina Irene Bacarizo Arosmena, cum laude. Catherine Baresi, cum laude. Anna Baxter, interdisciplinary honors. Benjamin Bissell, magna cum laude. Kelsey Boring. Lania Bradley. Margaret Brennan, magna cum laude. Andrew Brown, interdisciplinary honors. Cecilia Budwig Scannell. Bridget Burley. Byron Burt. Catherine Butler, cum laude. Emily Caldwell, cum laude. Rihanna Carabia, cum laude. Elena Casco. Amy Christensen, magna cum laude. Leah Sishan. Catherine Coughlin. Athena Konitz. Julia Corrado, cum laude. Monica Coyle. Blaine Danielson, magna cum laude. Rosalia Diaz, cum laude. Francine Deemer. Samantha Edmary, magna cum laude. Olivia Emmerich, magna cum laude. Zachary Enriquez, interdisciplinary honors, cum laude. Madison Epley, interdisciplinary honors, magna cum laude. Ian Eulenberg. Yair Foster. Samantha Flammenbaum. Abigail Stilley. Soledad Granados. Paige Grantham, cum laude. Catherine Hall, cum laude. Sade Heralila. Julia Renwitzky. Jessica Jenkner. John Kasukas. Chana Kohanche, cum laude. Alexandra Kramer. Caitlin Crass, cum laude. Jasmine Lara. Caitlin Leo. Alexander Lindhorst. Madison Lennon, cum laude. Haley Mahoney Muno. Catherine Manley. Zindi Marquez, cum laude. John McCusker II. Claire McMonigal. Ashley Mejia. Marcela Mendez Stainer. Julia Metzaboda. Ann Miller, interdisciplinary honors, cum laude. Megan Mills, cum laude. Evan Mims. Sylvia Miares. Megan Morrison, cum laude. Mackenzie Morris. Sydney Munch, cum laude. Exose Guillama. Claudia Nietzskaj. Iore Amare. Kendall Paco, cum laude. Dominic Panico, cum laude. Samantha Parquette. Mara Partridge, summa cum laude. Surya Patel. Natalie Pepsney, magna cum laude. Maria Angelica Pinilla, summa cum laude. Michelle Plier, cum laude. Tatiana Pulido. Danielle Jennifer Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Madeleine Ronquillo, interdisciplinary honors, cum laude. Marie Runquist. Jacob Sandoval. Lauren Schuneman, cum laude. Lindsay Schwan. Miranda Scott. Daniel Simon, magna cum laude. Amy Skornick, cum laude. Stephanie Slager. Taylor Slattery, cum laude. Courtney Smith. Patrick Solberg, cum laude. Andrea Stacy, summa cum laude. Carly Sullivan. Mackenzie Swart. Mark Trifunovich. Irene Yordova. Krista Watson. Catherine Wierning. Madeline White, cum laude. Erica Wazorek. Lindsay Winters, cum laude. Congratulations, graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts, Advertising Creative, Dora Bialy, Interdisciplinary Honors, cum laude. Rachel Colonna. Amanda Friedlander, magna cum laude. Diana Grice, summa cum laude. Mary Jablonowski, magna cum laude. Stacy Johnstone. Michaela Robinoff, cum laude. Anna Redman. Claudia Testa, magna cum laude. Congratulations, graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Advocacy and Social Change, Aurea Marai Delphine. Samuel Hunt, cum laude. Annalise Paget, magna cum laude. Miriam Pierce, summa cum laude. Matthew Sanchez. Catherine Weir, cum laude. Congratulations, graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Communication Studies, Kevin Armstrong. Gabrielle Barnes. Grace Brown. Brian Burke. Molly Byron. Justin Cabrera. Olivia Caucus. Alexander Harris. Alexander Freshen. Alexis Hayes. Daniel Henley. Cheryl Huang. Dante Ingram. Andre Jackson. Maria Emilia Jaramillo Rodriguez, magna cum laude. Andrew Jensen, cum laude. Sadat Khan. Megan Lamani, cum laude. Jane Manwaring, Interdisciplinary Honors, cum laude. Kiana Mayers. Madeline Moisling. Rebecca Milligan. Michelle Mortimer, cum laude. David Motzinger, magna cum laude. Michael Perez. Kevin Reese. Murphy Sharp. Marcus Towns. Christina Ziotti. Peter Vandendriesch. Kathleen Wall. Griffin Warren, cum laude. Richard Wegren. Mary Catherine Williams. Hannah Zavolta. Claudia Zelichowska, cum laude. Congratulations, graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Film and Digital Media, Ari Boone. Jennifer Briones. Anne Childs, cum laude. Shannon Draghi. Valeria Duque Dominguez. Emma Farley, Interdisciplinary Honors, cum laude. Serena Flores, cum laude. Allison Freed, Interdisciplinary Honors, cum laude. Timothy Fry, cum laude. Biagio Greco. Nicholas Hersha. Stuart Highcar, cum laude. Claire Huffstetter. Luke Highland. Haley Labian, cum laude. Susie Lee, Interdisciplinary Honors, magna cum laude. Sarah Little, cum laude. Brianna Lopez. Laura Manhart, cum laude. Zoe Moss, cum laude. Dominique Ochoa. Anisha Powell. Julia Reddig, cum laude. Sydney Sullivan. Harrison Matthias Swanson, Interdisciplinary Honors, magna cum laude. Hannah Turwin, cum laude. Kelly White, Interdisciplinary Honors, cum laude. Bruno Zambernardi. Congratulations, graduates. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Multimedia Journalism, Virginia Beretta, cum laude. Nicholas Colson, magna cum laude. Mikan Dewey. Jacqueline Dries, cum laude. Diamond Gant. Jamie Lynn Hiskis. Bernadette Hoffman, magna cum laude. Zachary Jones. Zaina Cahook. Allison Klein. Sadie Lipe, magna cum laude. Hanako Maki. Mia Mancini. Betsy Mulling. Ashley Mazua. Marissa Musso, magna cum laude. Adam Chandler Roberts. Alfredo Antonio Rodriguez Ruiz. Cameron Santos. Madeline Wakenight. Natalie Watts, Interdisciplinary Honors, magna cum laude. Julia Whitehair, summa cum laude. Congratulations, graduates.
Dean Pearson will now present the candidates for bachelor's degrees in the School of Continuing and Professional Studies. Dean Pearson will make his recommendations to President Rooney, and she, in turn, will confer the degrees. I would like to invite Dr. Rooney and Dean Pearson to the podium once again.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees in the School of Continuing and Professional Studies please rise? President Rooney, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts. The candidates have fulfilled all of the requirements for their degrees, and I recommend that the degrees be conferred upon them.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean of the School of Continuing and Professional Studies and its faculty, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago by the state of Illinois, and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of this university, I confer upon you the bachelor's degrees for which you have been recommended. As a sign of your new academic status, please turn your tassel from the right side to the left side, and congratulations, graduates.
The candidates for all bachelor's degrees from the School of Continuing and Professional Studies will now come forward as directed by marshals to be recognized by name. Natasha Titsov, Assistant Dean in the School of Continuing and Professional Studies, will read the names of the candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seats and hold your applause until all degree groups have been recognized. Thank you for your cooperation.
Receiving the degree in Bachelor's of Arts of Applied Communication, Megan Eileen Carroll. Receiving the degree of Applied Criminal Justice Leadership, Mark J. Worth, Jr. Receiving the degree of Applied Psychology, Marnie Simmons Schmiezik. Receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts of Applied Studies, Donna Cunning. Receiving the degree of Applied Studies, Rachel Guy. Receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Criminal Justice, Erica Angelica Cox. Receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts of Applied Studies, Jennifer M. Rodriguez. Deidre Dawn Ciano. Receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts of Criminal Justice, April Michelle Lewis. Receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Information Technology, Nancy Contreras, magna cum laude. Donna Raquel Crittenden. Jesse David Goodman, magna cum laude. Martin Picharza, magna cum laude. Receiving the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Management, Jennifer C. Chiquito. John Joseph Crucial, Jr. Michelle M. Saigon. Sean Daly. Allison J. Furness, cum laude. Timothy Gibbons. Norma S. Glasgow. Domingo Gonzalez III. Chantil Anise Griffith. Norel Kern. Daphne Renee Kirby. Eva Renee Martin. Alicia McCrary. Nicole McDonough. Christian Miguel Montez. Norma Brenda Mora, cum laude. Anthony Michael Musial. Carlos J. Arango. Receiving the degree, Bachelor of Arts of Pastoral Leadership, Justin Howard Gunn. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts Management, Melissa F. Ori. Janate Dean Purley, magna cum laude. Joan Mayrose Skovic. Lisa Marie Thomas. Savina P. Tranquilova. Courtney Therese Vandermeulen. Crystal Nichelle Westmoreland. Susan Jean Wooler. Seth Sumeraki Young, magna cum laude. Brenda Cruz. Bachelor of Arts in Paralegal Studies, Valentina Armana. Boris Barbashov. Rhonda Arodi Salazar Garduno. David C. Kafka Jr. Tanya Karpenko. Sophia Leszewski. Zaya William Zaya. Congratulations, graduates.
The candidates for post-baccalaureate certificates in the School of Continuing and Professional Studies will now be presented. Dean Pearson will make his recommendations to President Rooney, and she in turn will confer the post-baccalaureate certificates. I would like to invite Dr. Rooney and Dean Pearson to the podium.
Will the candidates for the post-baccalaureate certificates in paralegal studies from the School of Continuing Professional Studies please rise? President Rooney, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the post-baccalaureate certificate in paralegal studies. Candidates have fulfilled all of the requirements of their certificates, and I recommend that the certificates be conferred upon them.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean of the School of Continuing Professional Studies and its faculty, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago by the state of Illinois, and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees of this university, I confer upon you the certificates for which you have been recommended. Congratulations.
The candidates for all post-baccalaureate certificates will now come forward to be recognized by name. Marie Harrigan, Director of the Institute for Paralegal Studies, will read the names of the candidates. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please remain in your seats and hold your applause until all groups have been recognized. Thank you.
Receiving a corporate practice certificate in paralegal studies,
Sapita Foruzbach. Victoria Marin House. Tamara Monique Lofton. Teresa Phillips. Miriam Magdalena Thompson. Receiving a litigation practice certificate in paralegal studies, Liliana Ariano. Isabel Casas. Shanti Dominique Hunter. Melissa Lusinger. Tenalist Arnaz Lockhart. Jessica Murguia. Michael Joseph Santos. Dejanay Brianna Shaw. Jordan Ashley Shipp. Congratulations, graduates. Following the closing blessing, please join the graduates for a reception on the West Quad. We ask that you remain in your seats until all the graduates have exited the auditorium. At this time, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Joanne Rooney, President of Loyola University of Chicago, to the podium to offer a few remarks and give a final blessing.
Graduates, boy, that has a great sound to it, doesn't it? Today, you join a long line of world changers. The 480-year-old Jesuit mission established by St. Ignatius of Loyola. In 16th century Europe, Ignatius and his colleagues committed together to propagate a faith that included art and science, along with reason and rhetoric. Bringing these seemingly disparate disciplines together is integral to faith and to understanding God and all creation. The mission of these early Jesuits focused on creating not only good students, but also good people. They invented a system of learning that blended and balanced research and study, contemplation and conversation, with active engagement in the world. For Ignatius, grounding the Jesuit mission in education was the most effective way to bring good into the larger world. He reasoned that educating good people is necessary for supporting an engaged and good society. Today, we call this civil discourse. It remains at the heart of Jesuit pedagogy and the heart of our democratic system of justice. This is the tradition in which you have been educated. This is the tradition that will continue to challenge you. Your collegiate and graduate school education will help you make a living. However, it is your Jesuit education that will help you make a good life. More importantly, as you become women and men for others, you take with you today not just new levels of expertise, but a method of learning, a moral compass, passion, and compassion that will enable you to make a lasting difference in the world and to all individuals. There has never been a greater need for this type of leadership. In fractured times in which rancor seems to outshout reason, your Jesuit education provides balanced and multi-layered skills of continuous learning, thoughtful analysis, and respectful discourse steeped in consideration for all individuals. Effective communication that spreads the light of reasoned discussion and debate, and the strengthened commitment and capacity for lifelong learning are greatly needed in our world today. Your Jesuit education built around these pillars will serve you well in your careers, and it will certainly serve you well in life. Perhaps most importantly for all of us, your Jesuit education will help you serve others. Today, you commence. Today, you go forward. You go forward to discover truth and facts, to advocate for transparency and justice, to bring new insights and awareness, to teach and heal others, to build social enterprises and create strong communities. In these endeavors, may you always expand your own horizons and push the frontiers of knowledge and service. Today, with our hearts and with our hopes, we honor you and we celebrate you. Leaders who will go forth and do well in a multitude of ways, but united in a commitment to serving others and building a better world for all. Yes, setting the world on fire. Before you go, I would like to offer just one final gesture of respect and gratitude. Graduates of Loyola University Chicago, I tip my hat to you. Congratulations. Graduates, we will just ask you to remain seated for just a few more moments. Everyone else, please stand if you are able and extend your hand over our graduates for a final blessing. The blessing is located on the last page of the program book, but will also be displayed on the screens. May God bless you and sustain you on this, your graduation day. May the Creator of this vast universe keep you safe as you go forth from this place that has nourished your mind and your soul. May the Almighty look down upon you and give you success in all your endeavors, courage in all your struggles and challenges, understanding in all that is new to you, wisdom to choose what is right and do what is good, perseverance in all you undertake, serenity and peace in the knowledge that you are not alone, that you are loved. May the Lord of all look kindly upon you this day and forever. Amen. Congratulations, graduates!